You're stronger than you think you are. Now, in the Marine Corps, they train us, of course, very hard to be tough and efficient and extremely resilient. Physical and mental fitness is a part of everything we do. But before I deployed to Iraq, and remember, I'm not one of those tough guys who comes from an infantry background, if someone could have described me what it's really like to carry 2 weapons and hundreds of rounds of ammunition and to conduct long foot patrols, 5 or 6 or 7 hours at a stretch, all in 100, 110, 115 degree heat with 65 pounds of protective armor, I very well may have said, you know what, I can't do that. But I could, and I did. We're all stronger than we think we are, and we are all capable of doing amazing things. It's important to remember that when you're having a bad day, or a bad week, or maybe a bad month, and it feels like your whole world is caving in around you. Because the bottom line is, if you dig deep, you're going to find resources that you may not have known you had before. We're all survivors. We've all overcome adversity of some sort. We've all fought our share of battles. But we've all become smarter and stronger and wiser and braver along the way because of the struggles that we endured. Maybe not right away. I told you it's coming on 10 years now and I'm still getting more surgery. Maybe not very easily. I'm sure there's a handful of you in this room who are struggling with some important life challenges right now. But we've all bounced back from hard times, and we've all proven to ourselves that we're stronger than anything. We're stronger than anything that can threaten to break us. So the early reports about my injury were that I had been killed in action. In fact, when George first rolled me over, I was no longer breathing. So I know that life can be difficult and full of challenges. But trust me on this, life is beautiful and precious and sweet and something we should treasure, not just get through. I think life should be about celebration, not merely survival. So you need to turn life's challenges around and fight through them. I did it, and each of you can too. I'm nobody special, and if I can meet the goals that I set out for myself, then anyone in this room can as well. So those are kind of the 3 lessons or 3 motifs that I had throughout the book. I want to comment on one last one before I wrap up. And of course, keeping a good sense of humor is important. It's important to maintain a good sense of humor. It was an important part of my recovery, and I hope that you're able to do the same when you're facing tough challenges, whatever they may be. As an example, not long after I got to Iraq, not long after I was shot, not long after I got back, it was just a couple weeks into it. I was still in the hospital, still hooked up to all sorts of monitors on a lot of different medications. And remember, I did not deploy as a lawyer. I was with the infantry. My father came in and had a very serious look on his face, and I guess he summarized the universal feelings for all attorneys. And he sat down and said, "See, Justin, even in Iraq, they know who the lawyers are." And that, I wish that weren't a true story, but it is. It's tough love in the Constantine household, but it worked. I cracked up. And so the message is, if we could laugh at the challenge that we were facing together at the time, you can do the same thing.